Jesus told them, now you're going to die in your sins, in this unlike state. Do you understand? Because you rejected me. So after they killed Jesus, they knew that they were doomed. So then what they did was come up with this phony religion called Christianity that they made, and named it after Christ to make you think it came from Christ. They wanted to see the whole world, to take the whole world to hell with them. You understand? Telling you lies about Jesus. Jesus, Esau was a Muslim. Moses was a Muslim. Do you understand? Here we are in 13,000 years. I wish I had time to go into all this. This is so illuminating, this history. But this is not my subject today, so I just want to bring you up to date just so you know what I'm talking about in the theology of time. All right, now, since Jesus, 2,000 years more has gone by. Now that brings us to the 15,000 years. And it also brings us to the end of his 6,000 years. 6,000 years has gone by now. Do you understand? That 6,000 years that he was given to rule ended in 1914. Remember, this is the Bible will give you the number of the beast. For it is also the number of a man. And his number is 600. Go back and read it again in the book of Revelation. His number is 600. That's the 600 years of gravity period. 3 score. A score is 20 years, right? 3 times 20 is 60. 3 score and 6. The 6,000 years he was given the rule. 666. But in the Bible it says his number is 600, 3 score, and 6. How would we know the meaning of all of this if God himself hadn't come and explained it to God like Muhammad? This was not to be revealed during the white man's time of rulership. Because if it was revealed to the black man woke up during the white man's time of rulership, he couldn't rule. So we had to stay asleep until his time was up. Is that clear? His time was up. You're supposed to be waking up and taking care of business, and you still want to sleep. Do you understand? I'll go to sleep now. This is the end of everything. Very soon you won't even be able to hear such a lecture as you're listening to now, this kind of wisdom. Most of our people say they're going to die with the Gentiles. Why? For the unbelievers. When they heard the truth, they wouldn't believe it. But now that you have this little background here, as I begin to talk to you at the theology of time, you'll know what we're talking about this occasion of white men. So Master Prophet Muhammad, he says, revealed to me these secrets, which have been kept out of the minds and ears of the black people for the past 6,000 years, the time given for the white race to rule. I am not teaching that which I want to be kept a secret, but that truth that the world has not known and now should know. Remember, he's not just coming to you and I. Remember, it's written in the scripture, Jesus said, he said, I have other sheep that are not of this pasture, of this fold. They must be taught also. Do you understand? In fact, like Muhammad thinks I could go there in the very part of the east right now, and I could overnight. If people come, if I gave them this teaching, they would wake up overnight. Here you are, dead, mentally dead. You understand? Have to be resurrected for a dead state. This is supreme wisdom, and it has in it the power to raise the dead. Nobody can raise the dead but God. It takes the knowledge from God to raise the dead. Do you understand, brothers and sisters? We never had before the making of the white race, this type of evil people. The black man was never under an evil rule. Evil was never practiced among the black people before the making of an evil world by Yahuwah. We never saw or experienced a civilization like the white man's civilization. We never had an unlike people among us before the white race was made. We were all alike, especially in color. The new man, the white man, came from us, but he is different from us. After Yahuwah granted this man, the white man from us, his man became a new man to us. We are not a part of the white man. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad referred to them as the unhuman beings. Right. Yes, sir. Do you understand? They are not human beings. They're like a nature of a beast. The white man just looks like a human being. He is a human being, but he's not kin to us at all. You say, I can't understand how that is, Mr. Muhammad. That is true. The white man, after being grafted completely out of the germ of the black man, was made into a new man, different from the black man from whom he was grafted. The white man became a new person altogether. His very nature is new to us. They do not have the same nature as we have. The white man is different by nature than the black man. The white man has made many things new. If you take note, the white man's nature is different. No matter what you do, you can't make no peace with the Caucasian white man.
That's right.
Right? No matter what you do. They used to make the excuse for you not qualified, you're uneducated. Black men now have degrees, filling over with degrees, right?
Right.
He still don't want to treat you as equal.
That's right.
And you know it's the truth. The white race is an unusual people. Their ideology is unusual. He has and was given the right of a creative mind to allow him to use his own ideas. The black man, or God, will put to sleep, in order that the wisdom of the black man cannot interfere with that the white man was made to do. That is to rule us, the Asiatic black people, under sickness and slavery, deceit, murder, and death for 6,000 years, and that's exactly what he has done. The time of the white race was divided into three periods of 2,000 years. The first 2,000 years was the period between Nahu, the father and grandfather of the white race, to the birth of Moses. The second 2,000 years to the birth of Esau, Jesus, the last great prophet sent to the white race. The coming of Jesus. In Islam, this is referred to as the coming of the great Mahdi, the coming of Allah, to the birth of Muhammad, the great Mahdi. M-A-D-H-I, Mahdi, one who is self-directed, self-centered, himself capable of directing others, but no one can direct him. Do you understand? He's self-directed. That's the one who comes at the end of the world. Mr. White Christian, tell us who brought you and your race into civilization when you were walking on your all-fours, climbing trees while living in the hills and cave sites of Europe just 4,000 years ago. See, I'm pointing out to you, how do you get out of the cave, Mr. White Man? You know you was in there, how did you get out? Was it one of your super whites or one of our blacks? Moses. Who put you there? Was it yourself or did we put you there? How did you end up in the cave in the first place? Did you drive yourself over there and put yourself in a cave for 2,000 years? Then how did you get out? We put you there and we brought you out.
That's right.
Where did your race first see the black man? In the jungles of Africa or across the border of Europe in beautiful cities and homes? Who did you find in the Western Hemisphere when you came here? Your people or our people? When he came here, he didn't find his people here. He said, Columbus discovered America. Columbus discovered the Indians.
Right.
A people that was already here. When he went up into the North Pole, let's go and discover, look for the North Pole. When he got there, who did he find? White people or black people? Find Eskimos there, right? Black people there. When he went to the hottest part of the earth, he found the black man. When he went to the coldest part of the earth, he found the black man. Everywhere he went, he found a black man or traced the black man. God is everywhere. The black man is everywhere. Can you claim this earth or any other planet be that which your fathers created? Who started the dust storm in your country? Who is quaking your country right now, Mr. White Man? Who's bringing this earthquakes upon you? You're kind of all along. Who's bringing all these storms over there in Europe and bringing all these storms here in America? Who's bringing that about? Is that some spook God's bringing about? Is that some freak act of nature doing all this? Think about this now. Stick around. That's all you have to do is stick around. Of course, if you're a disbeliever and a hypocrite, you won't be able to stick around. If you're a believer, Allah might permit you to stick around. He will permit you. But if you're a hypocrite, why do you stick around? You don't believe no way, so let's go ahead and get rid of it. They, the white race, were given 6,000 years to do all of their work. This teaching of truth was not to be taught until the 6,000 years of the Caucasian people time had expired. That is written in the Bible and the Holy Quran. For the past 6,000 years, there was no God and scientists were not permitted to interfere with the people of Yaku and their civilization. Oh yeah, we ask scientists all the time, you know, to control the universe, but they were not permitted to interfere with what he was doing. You understand? Because Allah, the Supreme One, had given him the permission and the authority to rule for 6,000 years. So our scientists could not interfere. No matter what he did to us, no matter what he did to themselves, until his time was up, we could not interfere. Not only couldn't interfere with their civilization, nor even in the way in which they were thinking. That is why they, the white race, would kill the prophets who came among them, seeking the way of righteousness. He, Allah, God, built our minds according to the way God thinks, and not in the way of thinking servants. The thoughts, the minds of the people, so-called Negroes, must be conditioned into the way of the thinking of the new world. We must not think in terms of the new world being a part of another old world. This teaching is not the teaching of the prophets. Is that clear? Jesus was the last of the prophets. This teaching now, this is the knowledge of the gods. Who are the gods and where did the gods come from? We've only been taught about the prophets and where they come from, who sent them. Now the knowledge is who is the God and where did he come from. The black man's God, according to the history, he, Allah, in the person of Master tariqhamzahverygoodp2, have all been the wisest. They made the white man after their order in wisdom, except the knowledge of how to bring into reality and perfection their vision and idea of what they wanted to see equal to the black man's wisdom. This was kept back in everything, you understand? Kept some of it back. They kept the best part reserved for himself ever since he made it. They, the white race, are forced to build their world on the basis of what they have found in the wisdom of the black man. The white man only made, formed, and put into service these things they met with the cravings and necessities of his people. The white man was given the power of vision and different ways of life to enable him to build another like world from what we have throughout the millions, billions, and trillions of years. See, the black man was here billions and billions and trillions of years before the white man got here. But you see, it wouldn't allow him to have none of that past knowledge. They wanted to make him this new man. You do it yourself. You understand? Let's see what you can do in this little time that you have. Now he thinks he's ready to go challenge the great God of the universe. You understand? Build up a defense against the ancient black man, been here for trillions of years. Have already destroyed many, many civilizations, 1,000,000 times superior to what he has right now. Have already been destroyed. When scientists come forward and thought they were smarter than all of us. Just think over that. What is he here to fight with? Not like Muhammad an iron ore that he makes weapons out of. All that obeys him. Do you understand? So you don't have to worry about him attacking our law and his scientists. No God who is going to rule the people of earth universally, as the white race has ruled for the past 6,000 years, was to be given a history or knowledge of the God who ruled the people before them. They weren't allowed to have none of that knowledge. Is that clear? This is in order to keep the present God, the white race, from patterning after the former God, the Asiatic black man, and to force him, the white race, to use his own wisdom in making a world, not a world patterned after the previous wisdom of the gods before him. As we pointed out, this is a 25,000-year cycle. We go from the year 1 to the year 25,000. And once every 25,000 years, then a new God comes on the scene. You understand? With new wisdom. One's allowed to come forth, in other words, and express his knowledge and his wisdom. There's always 24 of these men. 24 signs. 24 signs as gods. Twelve of them are major and 12 are minor. One of the 12 major signs is the supreme one. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This knowledge is always passed on from father to son. Do you understand? The secret of who God is has been guarded so closely that they didn't even tell the 12 minor signs. 12 minors and 12 major. The supreme one is one of the 12 major ones. The other 11 know the secret. They know which one he is. Just think about this now. This secret is guarded so closely. Here these scientists God.